As a beauty business owner, I know you're time poor and I know you probably needed clients yesterday. So I'm going to cut to the chase. Now, what I'm about to teach you is going to completely change the game, and it's going to change the game in a way that you're going to be overwhelmed in a good way, because you're going to have so many great ideas and copy for the content you're creating already all done for you. And so this is coming from the last 2.5 years of business coaching, working with over 200 salon owners, trialing and testing different lead gen strategies. And one of the common themes I saw coming up with a lot of my clients is they're not great with words, and they don't know what to put in captions, and they don't know what to write on stories. And so with the revolutionizing thing of AI now, we have access to tools that can make this process a lot easier. And so I have gone and created a document with my best prompts. And what that's going to do is allow you to create lead generation style posts and stories that you can go and put in Facebook groups, on your Instagram stories, in your captions, and start getting more people interested in your services and inquiring. And then obviously the step after getting the leads is going to be able to convert them. And that's a whole different kind of thing, which I'll run through after. But what I'm teaching you is this process I've created. So first up, what you're going to want to do is create a copy of this document. I'll link it below. So basically, if you haven't got ChatGPT already, I highly recommend that you do. I have the paid version, which I think is 100% worth every single penny. It allows me to have a lot more time freedom, gives me better responses, and it replaces hours of time that I was just losing with kind of writer's block, I guess. So if you haven't set up a ChatGPT account before, you can just click this link, and then what that will do is that will take you to Forum. You can just click sign up here and you can create a free account. The ChatGPT will give you a few free prompts under the ChatGPT 4.0, and then it will go back to, I think, the standard 3.5. The 3.5 is the original version that it still works incredibly well, but I find with the paid version, your prompts, your memory, just everything else is a lot better. So trial it out, see if you like it. If you think it's a valuable investment for you, then you can look at upgrading to the pro. But if you think the free version's fine, then go for it. So the next step here is to actually teach ChatGPT about your business. So think of ChatGPT like an employee. If you go ask them, hey, go do this, and you give no context, you don't give any instructions, you don't give any suggestions or clarification on things, it's going to do the absolute best it can for you to create a response. But without actually having that extra information and guidance, it might not give you what you're specifically looking for. And so this is why it's really important for us to give it all the information so it understands our brand and it can best serve us. So in one of the other modules, there is a whole training on developing your own branding kit. And the reason why I want you to do this is because it will allow you to get clear on your vision, your mission, your values, your personality, all of the in-depth aspects of the brand that often get overlooked. So in beauty, it's very common for people to think, oh yeah, my brand is just my logo and my pretty Canva graphics. It is not. That's like me wearing this clothing right now. The clothing is not who I am. It's a representation of me, but who I am is what's in here, how I talk, how I engage, how I communicate, how I show up as a person. And so I want you to get super clear on who your brand is as a person. And so what you want to do is upload your branding kit into ChatGPT, and then you can just rename the thread as your business name. Then I just put a prompt in like something along the lines of, please remember this information about my brand when helping me create any marketing materials in the future. The next step is you want to define an avatar for your ideal client. So act like an expert in audience research. I'm currently building a custom Act like an expert in audience research. I'm currently building a customer avatar for a whatever it is you do, where I offer what's the thing you sell, create a table, female or male, customer avatar that describes a typical client of what you do, and ensure you give him or her a name. Now, something that I recommend doing is doing separate threads for different services you offer. It's great for if you got the pro version, ChatGPT will remember all the stuff about your brand and it can apply it to all of the different threads. But if you have the free version, it might not remember the information. So with your ideal client, it's really important to recognize that different people will want different services for different reasons. The 16-year-old girl versus the 60-year-old lady, they're going to want very different things, outcomes. They're going through different challenges. And so if you create a really broad ideal client and you're trying to serve everyone and everything, like it's just not going to work as effectively. And so that's why I actually recommend creating these separate ideal client profiles. So I'll show you exactly how it works. So I have a client's branding kit here. So I go uploads and then I'll upload the brand guide. I'll copy and paste this. And then I will put it into ChatGPT. I'll wait for the brand guide to upload, and then I enter. See how it goes memory updated? This is what happens when you feed it new information and it's going, all right, I need to know this for next time so that I can create better quality content. Cool, I've added this to the brand memory. I'll incorporate these values and tone in all future marketing material to maintain brand consistency. Amazing. So now the next step is we want to get the avatar for our ideal client. So we paste this in. And what I would do is, because I know Sam is an expert in facials, more so treating acne, rosacea, any of those kind of specialized services rather than the fluffy facials, I would then go and I'd put a skin therapist where I offer, and then I would either do one or two things. I would write out all the services that are offered, like brow services, lash services, skin services, or whatever it is you offer, or hair services, or I would just focus on the one service and then I create another thread for each service. So then if you're going and creating any content in the future or other marketing materials, the ideal client is always specific. The other way you can do it is to create 4 or 5 different ones of these prompts in here, and then you will recall the ideal client name. So for example, I'll do this one for skin, then the next one I'll do it for massage. These obviously aren't services that she offers, but I'm just giving you examples. So then anytime I want to go create a lead gen post, I'll go keeping in mind, and then whatever name for the ideal client it gives me, I'll go back and use that. So what do you do where I sell? Specialized facial treatments to help with acne, rosacea, and anti-aging. Create a table. So it might be female, it might be male. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to write female. And then again, put a skin therapist. And then ensure you give her a name. Amazing. And then what this is going to do is create a really nice detailed customer avatar for you. So like I was saying before, if you want to refer to this ideal client, you can say, please keep in mind Sarah Thompson, or knowing what Sarah Thompson is struggling with at the moment, what kind of outcomes is she looking for with her beauty treatments? This is just an example, but what I'm trying to get at here is recalling that ideal client person's name. ChatGPT will remember that person and it will remember all this information about them, and then it will make the prompt answers more specialized. So here's her Location, you could change the location, say, oh, I'm actually located in Perth, Western Australia. Can you please change that? And then it'll respin it. So I want you to get into the habit of not just taking it at first glance. If you see that some information might be a little bit different, then just prompt it and let it know. Oh, can you please change this? Actually, I'm interested in this. Can you give some more information about this? So think about it like a conversation. You need to ask the right questions and prompt it correctly to get the best information. So here we go. Married with 2 children. She struggles with hormonal acne, redness, and sensitivity due to rosacea, early signs of aging, fine lines around eyes and mouth. Moderately active, enjoys yoga and occasional running, sensitive to certain skincare ingredients, prefers products with clean science-backed formulations, self-conscious about skin. So you've got all the information here. Challenges, buying motivation. So seeks professional guidance on a holistic skincare approach. Cool. Let's talk about a holistic skincare approach that integrates lifestyle changes on our marketing. Like, this is such a gold mine for so much information for you to really understand who is it that you're actually selling to? How do they want to be sold to? What is it that they actually want? Loyalty triggers. There's so much information here that can really help you. So this is only like step 1. The next section, which I think is great, and this is going a little bit more over the top, but trust me, it's worth it. I like to answer all of these really in-depth questions. So I'd say, please answer these questions about my target market based on Sarah Thompson being an ideal client. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you a whole lot of information about this person so that if you are ever feeling stuck for content, for lead generation, literally anything, you can come back to this and you can go, okay, what is Sarah looking for right now? How can I actually help her? What I would then do is like copy and paste all of this information into this document. So you've got your own copy and you can refer back to it at any time. So yeah, we can see that they're terrified of their skin issues affecting professional image, long-term skin damage from premature aging, sensitive skin reactions. What causes them pain? Physical discomfort? What are their insecurities? What makes them angry? Who are they angry at? Brands or practitioners that promise visible results but didn't deliver or cause skin irritation. Like, there's so much gold in here.